4th of July is right around the corner, and if you're looking for something easy to whip up to share with a crowd, I have in this video 7 different appetizers and dishes that are themed for this holiday. The red, white, and blue inspiration you're looking for. I have different appetizers, dips, and sweet treats as well. Let's go ahead, hit the kitchen, let's get started. I'm starting with an easy layered dip that's great for crowds. Starting with refried beans. Next, we're adding thick and chunky salsa. Normally, I would make my own homemade guacamole, but when the avocados aren't ripe and you have to grab something in a pinch, this is a good brand. Chunky guacamole is the thing you want to look for. I'm going to add the entire container in one even layer on top of my salsa. Next layer is our cheese. I'm using an entire package of Monterey Jack cheese, about 8 ounces, and then I'm going to use about 1/4 of another bag because I want to make sure the entire thing is covered because this is going to be the backdrop of our flag. Next up, I'm using grape tomatoes that I've cut in half. I'm putting the flesh side down, and this will make my red stripes. To the one corner, I'm adding sliced black olives, which will be the backdrop for my stars. And you could also use blue corn tortilla chips, or you could also use black beans. And for my stars, I'm just using little pieces of the cheese. You can also get a cookie cutter in a star shape and cut those out of blocks of cheese, but I think it looks great. It is such a simple and easy recipe, and it is delicious. Next up, I'm making a patriotic 3-ingredient appetizer. This is so great to bring to parties, picnics, barbecues, and it's going to have that American flag touch. So we're starting with cut strawberries that are fresh and washed, and I cut those in pieces, and now I have cubed cheese. You can use any white cheese here. This I'm using is Monterey Jack, but you can also use mozzarella, you could use Swiss, and I just put a line of that, so a stripe. I use whole strawberries next because I think it gives it a nice variation and texture, and so another stripe of the cheese and then more of the strawberries. Now I'm creating the backdrop for my stars. I'm adding some fresh blueberries that I've washed and drained, patting dry, and now I'm going to cut out my stars. Using some of the cheese, I am cutting out using one of my scrapbooking stamps. It was thick enough so I could take a sharp knife and just cut around the star edges, and it made the perfect little stars. I cut out about 5 of these, and then I just place them all around the blueberries until they were in the right place, and I think this is the perfect thing to add to your 4th of July event. If you're looking for a good side dish to bring to the party, this one is what I'm calling a Firecracker Tortellini Salad. We have a whole bag, 2 pounds of tortellini, cheese tortellini that I'm boiling. While that is cooking, I'm going to air fry my prosciutto. Taking a package of prosciutto and pulling apart the slices onto an air fryer rack, and I'll air fry those for about 4 to 5 minutes until they get nice and crispy. While those are air frying, I'm going to process my tomatoes. I'm going to take cherry tomatoes and just cut them into small pieces. Now I'm doubling this recipe because I'm taking this to our monthly cooking club. We have 4 of us that get together every month. We rotate the home and who's hosting, but we always bring something that we've cooked at home and we bring it together, and then we try and sample it, and we have such a great time. We've been doing this for 2 years now, and we usually do soups in the beginning of the year, then salads, and then appetizers, but now it's chef's choice, and I wanted to bring a fun summer salad. I'm going to add all of my pasta into a bowl, and I have all of my chopped tomatoes in there as well, and then I have mozzarella pearls, the little pearls, so just get the whole package and dump that right in. And then I have the peaches. I have 2 peaches that were ripe, so I cut those and sliced those and chopped them up, and I'm putting those in. And then I have a large can, remember I'm doubling, so I have a large can of whole kernel corn, and I'm just going to give that a quick stir. Next, I'm going to add fresh basil that I've chopped, and this actually came from my garden. You know what's funny? Walmart did a substitution, And they actually sent me the basil plant in substitution for the little packet of basil, which I thought was great. So now I've got basil growing. Thank you, Walmart. I'll portion this out into my mason jars, giving one of the mason jars to each of the ladies. That way they have some to take home. We usually do that with soup, so I had so much of this salad, but I wanted them to have some to take home to their families, so a jar for each of them. Now, I also used frozen peaches, sliced frozen peaches in this. I cut them up because one of my peaches wasn't ripe enough, and I did want to try this with frozen, and the peaches are actually brighter and a little sweeter. So I defrosted them in the fridge overnight, and then I give them a rough chop, adding a little more basil because there's so much pasta. Give it a stir, and now I'm ready to make the dressing. I have here a half a cup of extra virgin olive oil. I'm adding 3 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I have a quarter of a cup of hot honey, and this is the firecracker part of this dish. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, as well as a tablespoon of minced garlic and a sprinkle of salt. I'm going to whisk that together really well, make sure that is emulsified, and I'm going to portion it out into little containers so that each of the ladies get one of the jars and one little portion of the dressing so they can pour it on when they want. That way everything doesn't get soggy. I'm also going to portion out the prosciutto crisps now that they're out of the oven and the air fryer. I'm going to break them up in their little baggies so they have little pieces, and I'm going to just put those into my dish right on top because I'm going to sprinkle that right at the party. My fresh basil, I reserved some, that goes on top, as well as that crunched up little prosciutto pieces, and then I'm going to take my dressing and I'm gonna pour it over everything. I did this right before serving, and this turned out fabulous. You have the sweetness from the peaches, you have the saltiness from the prosciutto, and that kick of heat with that hot honey. A wonderful side dish to bring, and it was great to add to our spread. We had so many great salads, a cottage cheese Mediterranean salad, this wonderful pea salad, and a dill chicken salad. And look at these deviled eggs filled with pimento, homemade pimento cheese. Amazing. This is why our soup group works. Every month we look forward to having these fabulous new dishes to try. It is so much fun. I highly recommend starting a group like this of your own. Now, this next appetizer is so easy, and I've been doing this because it fits the theme of the party so well. I take a Brie wheel, it could be the small one or the large. I take off a 1/4 inch of the rind, and I use a cookie cutter and cut out the shape for the theme. For 4th of July, I have a star. I cut it out and I'm filling it with my strawberry preserves for the red color. I've done this for Valentine's Day, cutting out a heart. I've done this for St. Patrick's Day with the 4-leaf clover. And I love how you can just put fruit and crackers around, and that is all you need. So easy. Now that we've covered savory, let's switch to sweet treats. And for these, it's going to be super simple. We start with 1 block of cream cheese, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Blend that together in your stand mixer until nice and smooth and creamy. We'll set that aside as we work on our strawberries, which will be a quart of strawberries that I've washed and patted dry. I'm snipping the ends off so they can stand upright, and then I'm doing a crisscross in the middle. That way I can put my cream cheese mixture inside them, but I don't want to cut them all the way down because I don't want them to split and separate. So just a cross in the middle. My cheesecake mixture is getting put into a cookie press, making it easier to disperse. I will put all of that in there, and then into each strawberry, a dollop will go, and a pretty design is made. And these are already looking so good. Then to make them patriotic, or just to add another color and a little pop of blue, is my blueberry. Put one on top, and that's all there is to it. There's no cooking, so simple. And these are really delicious. That cheesecake flavor, the sweetness, perfect with the strawberry and the blueberry. Here's another variation, similar ingredients, but even easier to whip up. This is a blueberry delight. We start with our 1 block of cream cheese. I have here some frozen blueberries. You could also use frozen strawberries. I let those defrost, and I also have some basil and some balsamic vinegar. So I'm gonna start by doing my basil into chiffonade ribbons, which means you just tightly roll it up and then you slice it into ribbons. I'll use about half of that basil, and I'm gonna add a tablespoon of my balsamic vinegar sugar right over the blueberries, and I'll add the basil onto that. I will mash the blueberries just a little bit just to get the juices out, not to actually make these into pieces, but just making a little bit more of the juice. And then I am going to have my block of cream cheese. I'll put it on my serving tray, and I'm going to take that blueberry mixture and just drizzle and pour it over the cream cheese. I will top it with the juices, and it's okay that that kind of spreads out onto the platter. And then I'm going to add my basil leaves. You can also use mint on this if you wanted to, but I like the basil and blueberry. And then we just served this with Ritz crackers. It was super easy, super delicious, and perfect to enjoy on any 4th of July celebration. This next sweet treat is one of my favorites to bring to the office potluck for the summer events. This is the strawberry pretzel crunch salad. Now the recipe calls for Cool Whip, but I always make my own, so I have my heavy whipping cream, 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and a teaspoon of vanilla. I whip that up in my stand mixer until stiff peaks have formed, and now I'm gonna work on my pretzel crunch. For the pretzel crunch, I'm chopping 1 cup of pretzels and half a cup of pecans with my manual chopper, and I really just want a coarse chop, not crumbs. I'm gonna dump this into my bowl and add 3/4 cup of brown sugar with 3/4 cup of melted butter. I mix this really well to get the butter coated on everything, and now I'm gonna spread it out onto my baking sheet with a piece of parchment paper. I'm gonna spread it in an even layer, and I'm actually gonna cook this in my air fryer. I'm gonna cook it on the 400-degree custom setting and just let it bake, but you gotta keep an eye on it or it can burn very easily. All right, we got it out just in time. Those edges were starting to get a little more brown, but it smells amazing. While it is cooling, we're gonna continue our mixture. We're gonna add a block of cream cheese. We're gonna add a half a cup of sugar to that, and then we're gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to put it on the cream setting. I'm going to fold my whipped cream into my cream cheese. I have almost 2 cups of strawberries that I've washed, sliced, and now I'm adding them to all of this. I'm going to use half of these blueberries, fresh blueberries in there as well. It's also going to add great flavor and color. Just love it. Let's go ahead and just stir all that together. And let's not forget the pretzel crunch that is now cooled, and it tastes amazing. We're just gonna break it up. We're gonna leave some for the top. It's gonna be our great garnish, but let's go ahead and add most of this into here. All right, let's add it to our serving bowl now. A bit. Look at the golden, glistening pecan and pretzel mixture on top. If taking this to the office potluck or the barbecue, be sure to keep the crunch separated in a baggie and then just sprinkle it on top right before serving. That way it stays extra crunchy. I love this dish, and so will everyone who you serve it to. It is such a great combination of flavors. If you're hosting this summer and looking for an easy menu all put together with all the recipes, timestamps, and everything you need, I have that included in a blueprint with 2 menus, one for indoor and outdoor, and everything included. You can catch that in the link in the description, and be sure to check out all my resources. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video.